Hey, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the world-famous Comedy Store. You guys ready to kick off the show? Come on, Friday night, light crowd, let me hear you one time. Oh, we're going to kick it off. This first comedian. He's a favorite up in Hollywood, definitely one of our favorites down here. Let's give a big warm welcome for Ron Ripley.
Come on, guys, a little more. Thank you. I needed that. I am blisteringly famous. Everybody came here to see the door guy. My name's Ron Ripley. Let me give you guys a couple rules before we get started. It's for everybody's safety. There's emergency exits right over there and there. Of course, the ones you came in. The restrooms are back by the bar. Don't heckle the comedians. Keep your phones in your pockets. No videos, no photos. All that jazz. Those are the rules. You guys want to throw down? Hell yeah. You said you guys want to throw down? Yeah. Craig Conant's somewhere in the room. Let him know you're here, too. Let him know. And while you're doing that, give it up for Lou right over here on the ones and twos. Lou just turned 137 years old, guys. We're lucky to have been here. We're all richer for having seen him tonight. My name is Ron Ripley. My preferred pronoun is horny. I put the sensual in consensual choking. My safe word is harder. How you guys doing tonight? Feeling good? All right. Did you guys do anything cool for 9/11? Don't make it weird, Lloyd. You guys more of a January 6th crowd? Who am I talking to over here? What's the difference between cows and 9/11? You can't milk a cow for 20 years, guys. Like the wave, it started there, it ended there with a middle finger. I love that joke. Did you guys know that penguins die after they bang? Well, the one I banged did, so. You guys are a weird crowd, I like this. You guys are my kind of people. Did you guys pick up any bad habits during the pandemic? Anybody? All right, I'll start. During our 2 years in captivity, I started dabbling with alcoholism and bird watching. You guys are on board, a couple of birdie, backyard, boozy, aviary enthusiasts. That's cool. No, here's a fun bird fact. I don't know if you guys knew this. You can make hummingbird feeders out of recycled bottles of Tito's vodka. Blew my mind too, you know. 8 Bloody Marys deep one morning, you know. I'm sitting there, I'm like looking out at the bird feeder, and my mind is blown. I call my wife in, honey, you gotta get in here. She comes in thinking someone's been injured. She's like, honey, what's wrong? And I'm like, get a look at the hummingbird feeder, look at it. Just look at it. What are you looking at, darling? She said, look at it. It's a baby hummingbird. It's a baby hummingbird. Have you ever seen a baby hummingbird? It's so tiny. Can't even see its wings flapping. It's like the majesty of nature. Honey, have you ever seen a baby hummingbird? She said, nope, and you haven't either, because that's a bee, dumbass. I'll be watching The Ultimatum. You go back to bed. Oh, that's a fun joke, guys. Got my wife to watch Lord of the Rings during the pandemic, too. That was cool. That was a victory check mark. You guys not hip to the Lord of the Rings? You guys not a Tolkien crowd? Well, neither was she before she was trapped with me. I got her to watch the director's cuts, all 16 hours of Peter Jackson hobbitry. I just kept feeding her Adderall. She had no idea. By the time we were in the Two Towers, I looked over at her. She looked at me. She's stroking this Gandalf beard, you know, she's got going. Because none of us, we just stopped shaving the second the pandemic happened. And by this time, she's past POW status. She's on full-on Gandalf now. Sitting there watching the Two Towers. She's like, you want to go fool around? It's the voice of Gandalf in my head. Don't do it, Ron. You shall not smash. You know what I mean? I got a puppy during the pandemic. You know, puppy people in the crowd. One over there. Cat audience, all right. Anybody get any animals during the pandemic? Yeah? A couple loving people in here. The rest of us cold-hearted jerks locked in a condo somewhere. No, man, I got a puppy during the pandemic. That was like the best mistake I've ever made, man. 5-month-old English sheepdog named Jonesy. He's adorable. Yeah, you do that until you try to shave his butthole. That goes right out the window. That's a completely different animal when you're bringing shears next to the old, you know? He's cool. He's a bit of a toe licker. Anybody in here ever had a puppy lick their toes? Yeah, hold on, you pervert. It's not that kind of a joke. I don't like it, man. It's a weird sensation. He brought the puppy energy to it. 30 minutes his dog was licking my toes. I couldn't do anything about it because I was pooping, you know? We're pals. We hang out all day. He's got a bark, like a puppy bark too. I hate that. Got rid of it real quick. Gave him one of those bark collars. You ever use one of those? Super effective. Very effective. You barely even see the dog, like, only once. That's all it takes, man. This thing works so damn well. I'm thinking about getting one for my neighbor's kid, you know what I mean? My wife wants to have kids. Now the pandemic's over. We got the puppy, checking all boxes. Maybe we're ready, maybe we're not. I'm thinking the latter. She wants to have kids. She looked me right in the face the other day and said, "Don't you want to have babies, Ron? Don't you want to make beautiful babies?" How did I look her right in the face and go, "Whoa." What's wrong? You don't want to make babies? Absolutely not, honey. They're a threat to my Lego collection. You know this. My wife's a bit of an insomniac, man. I found this out because I came out in the living room one night and she was watching The Notebook because Ryan Gosling. So I came out and I was like, "Honey, what's wrong?" You know, she said, "Oh, I just got insomnia, I can't sleep." I said, "All right." She's like, "Yeah, so I'm just watching a little bit of The Notebook." I said, "I know you're watching The Notebook, that blanket's wet." "What's on your mind?" She says, "Oh, I just can't sleep. I'm thinking about going to yoga with my sister and some meetings I gotta go to. I gotta fire some people tomorrow, and then I've gotta pick up the CSA, and then I've gotta get the dog's asshole trimmed. I've just got so much stuff to do." So I just calmed her down. I said, "Shh, honey, shh. Why don't you suck my dick?" Hear me out. You've been married for 12 years. And as a good husband, in this moment, I'm only suggesting the one thing that I know for 100% to be true is that she's always too tired to do it. The point of the story is that she's going to be one hell of a single mother, you guys. Thank you so much. I've been Ron Ripley. You guys ready for some more comedy? Keep that energy going right now. This night coming up, he runs the podcast, The Big Humble Podcast. He's one of my favorite guys. But keep going for Matt Lockwood.